guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah, and a few years ago, well, not a few years ago, I should say, a couple weeks ago, I decided that I watch entirely way too much YouTube for me not to start creating my own content. And it just so happens that I am going through this thyroid journey, and it's been going on since about 2013, but it never went anywhere. You can watch it in one of my other videos, and I'll try to link it down below if I remember. But so recently my thyroid has just totally went out of control, and my doctors are making me do all these testing. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best lighting, you guys. So my doctor is trying to figure out kind of like what is going on with me, what's wrong with me. And so far they've come to the conclusion, as of now, because it will change, I bet you it will change, but they came to the conclusion that I am a Hashimoto person. I was watching this video last night, and this girl called it the Hashimoto hoochies, and then she felt bad, and she's like, oh, well, no, they're not hoochies. I shouldn't have said that. They're Hashimoto hotties. But I like Hashimoto hoochie. Why not? That's cute, too. I think that's a cute name. She had me cracking up. So, shout out. If I can remember, I'll put her link also in the description box. But anyway, so my doctor in my last video that I made about my thyroid said that I needed to get a thyroid uptake scan. Now, one of my comments said that doesn't really make a lot of sense. You should research it. So, of course, it was supposed to be scheduled today, but I was called into work. So, it took really good money, so I couldn't like turn that down. So I rescheduled it to Wednesday to be continued. But I thought, my doctor told me that I needed to get an IV for this thyroid uptake exam. So after watching YouTube videos and going down that whole rabbit hole of figuring out exactly what's going on, it looked like to me that you just swallow the capsule, you come back a few hours later, and they take pictures of your beautiful thyroid. Well, I absolutely cannot stand needles being drawn. I hate IVs. I hate it being poked. It's just like torture. So, what's going on with my hair? So, you know, I told my husband, hey, you know, he's allowed to use his own personal sick days for his wife. That would be me or his family, and we don't have kids. That's like a whole nother rant I want to talk about too. Anyway, sorry, a little spacey. So, I was going to have him take a personal day and come with me for this thyroid uptake exam, because I knew I was going to need an IV, and typically, like, I pass out or I swear and I yell, and it feels so much better when someone else comes with me. So, anyway, it turns out, so I called, after watching like videos and people talking about thyroid uptake, I called the hospital to talk to them and see exactly what I should be expecting. And they told me that there is no IV, and that just made my morning. I'm just so very happy. So there's no IV, and basically it is just like what I said it was before. You take a capsule, and then you come back a few hours later, they take pictures, and then you come back again the next day and they take more pictures. I can handle that by myself. I don't need my husband, I don't need my mom, I don't need a friend to come with me to the hospital for that. That seems a little inconvenient and a little bit long, but nonetheless, like, I can handle that by myself. And I mean, I could probably handle an IV too by myself, but I would prefer not to, you know what I mean? So, like I've mentioned in a couple other videos, I just feel so lost. Like, what am I expecting? Like, what are the steps? What are, like, what's the procedures that are gonna happen when I have to take all these tests, right? Is there an IV? Is it a capsule? Does that capsule have birth defects? Now, here's the rant that I was talking about earlier about kids. It was no secret. So me and my husband, we started dating about 6 years ago. Sorry, I'm listening for golfers because I am pouring some cocktails when the golfers come. So if I have to let you go, I'll pick it up right back where I've left off. But I keep thinking I'm hearing golf carts. It hasn't started. I've been here for like an hour and a half. Anyway, I digress. So it was no secret that me and my husband wanted to start a family right away. we owned, I should say I owned, because before we got married, I owned a townhouse when I was like 22. And we knew we wanted a family, and hey, it's great if you have your kids in, you know, a townhouse, but for us, like, we knew we wanted to have a lot of kids kind of back to back, and we wanted to just get out of like the whole townhouse situation. I'm just, believe it or not, like, I love people, but I also love people really far away, you guys. So yeah, we can be best friends. Hey, hit me up on Facebook. Hey, let's be cool. But I also don't like living and sharing walls with people. It's just not me. I'm a little bit more kept to myself and whatever. So anyways, so we were trying for children. We were trying, and it just hasn't like happened. Yeah, it's only been like 8 months, and I guess it can, you know, it could last up to a year or so to get pregnant. But it makes sense now with having my thyroid being off and going nuts. Like, how do you expect to get pregnant? And then that was the other thing too. A lot of these things that, like tests and stuff, does that mess with, you know, birth defects? Does that mess with, you know, the hormones of a fetus? Like, what if I am pregnant? Like, they say don't be pregnant while you're taking this thyroid uptake because it's a radioactive pill. Okay, that's fine, but how long does that stay in? So I finally, I asked all those questions, and the radiologist said it should last only about 13 hours in your system. Now, for like, if they were treating like cancer or doing other treatments, those are a lot more intense, and you're looking at the upwards of 6 to more months. But these are all things I think I want to know. And because I feel like thyroid issues are more common in people who are past the age of 40, you know, my doctor isn't as quick to talk to me about these things, because I am young. I'm 26 years old. You know, having children and a family and being healthy and all my options, I feel is something that I really need to know, and I need to advocate for myself the next time I go. But you know, the few times I've been to the endocrinologist have been kind of scary, and my anxiety is so heightened at that point that, you know, I forget to ask the questions like, you know, about getting pregnant. Does thyroid have an effect on pregnancy? Does thyroid have an effect on what? And what are the traditional or typical steps to resolve thyroid issues? I keep hearing that there's, you know, you can take a pill every day and, you know, that helps, or some people get their thyroid completely removed. But, you know, I was watching this video, and she might not even realize how helpful she really is, because not a lot of people have commented, but I've seen thousands, maybe like 1,600 people had viewed her video. But gosh, and I can't remember her name, but if I can remember or go back in my history, I will put her video in my description box, so that might help other people if you stumbled upon this channel and you decided this girl didn't give me the most information I wanted and you want to check out other people. Recommend her, because she was young. I think she said she was like 30, and she had a baby one who was like 5 years old, and then she ended up getting the surgery, and I was just watching a whole bunch of her videos. But, you know, it was helpful because she was young enough, and we are in a similar boat where a lot of her research she had already done, she already kind of did for me. And she brought things to my attention that I didn't necessarily think of before, such as when a mother is pregnant with a fetus, the fetus makes more hormones, and like if you need more insulin, the baby makes more insulin for the mom. I didn't really know that. I think I've heard of it like before, but I never like, you know, put it together. So if you're having thyroid problems and you're getting, you know, radioactive treatment or whatever, that also affects the baby, which, I mean, yeah, I guess that's a no-brainer now that I say it out loud, but it's just something that, like, out of sight, out of mind, not really thinking about it. But now I'm thinking about it, and thank you for bringing that to my attention. I really appreciate it, one, and two, you know, you're saving me a lot of trouble, and you're helping me realize what questions I need to ask and have more of a clear understanding. So the past couple days I've been kind of under the weather. I've been feeling a little bit lethargic, which isn't typically like me. Like, I'm a girl that likes to play outside and get sturdy, and I like to go out and just have like a good time. But lately, you guys, I've been feeling kind of lethargic. I don't want to say depressed, because I don't know if that word is like too overly used, but maybe just a little bit down, or kind of like in a little bit of a funk I've been feeling. Little like less than motivated, so maybe lethargic is a good word. My throat has been kind of hurting. It feels like kind of almost like I have a lump or something, where I feel like, you know, like tightness. And I've just been feeling kind of like maybe a summertime cold coming along, but who knows. Some of this too, I wonder how much of it is just in my head, knowing now that, you know, I have something wrong with me. So it's like every little thing now, I feel like I'm more aware of it. Like, oh, I blew my nose today. Whoo, is that a sign of Hashimoto? I don't know, but now I'm more aware of just my situation, and kind of like a little bit of some effects that come with thyroidism and thyroid issues, if you will. But I'll keep you updated. I go Wednesday. I will do a review on the thyroid uptake. I will let you guys know if there is an IV. They told me no, but I've had it before where I've been told no, 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 and then I go in and it's something else. Or, you know, I was right about something, but I don't think it is. I'm not too worried about it now. But I'll let you guys know how that thyroid uptake goes, and keep you in the loop about it. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Oh, and then don't forget to also like and rate comments if you found something to be beneficial about this video, or something else that maybe I didn't touch on, or whatever. Just write some comments. Keep them positive. If you don't, well, then you're an asshole. Like, what can I say? Also, please feel free to subscribe and see where this journey takes. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like my content. See you guys later. Bye.